Good morning and welcome back to my channel. So I actually filmed this video yesterday, but I'm deciding to refilm it because I was checking out my footage and the lighting was just awful. But if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below. I reply to all the comments, whether they are in a foreign language to me or not. I actually go through the trouble of putting a comment that's in a different language into Translate so I at least know what you're saying. But yeah, my name is Thea. I am a mom of 3. I currently live in Florida, but I'm actually moving to Germany in January of 2023. So I know that's pretty far out, but I kind of like to over prepare, and we are a military family, so my husband's actually having to leave for a year before we move to Germany, so he won't be here to help me with any of the packing, with any of the documents, with anything. So I feel like I should probably over prepare and whatnot beforehand, because I know I'm going to be super overwhelmed when the time comes anyway, because a military move or a PCS is never easy anyway. And there's always something that goes wrong. I know it's kind of like Murphy's Law with a PCS, permanent change of duty station, in case you're wondering what that stood for. It's Murphy's Law, so it's usually whatever can go wrong will go wrong. So that paired with Zach, my husband, not being here to help, it's kind of just like, yep, I need to go ahead and start doing these things. So I thought I would make this video about things that I'm doing to go ahead and prepare for our move to Germany. Again, yeah, it's over a year away, but we live in Florida, which is the total opposite of Germany. My husband and I, if you haven't seen any of our other videos, we lived in Germany before we got married. When we were in high school, we both lived here with lived in Ramstein with our parents who were stationed there at the time. I also had the pleasure of living in Heidelberg, Germany. So, and I have traveled to other different parts of Germany. I went to Munich a lot because I was an Irish dancer and half of my dance school was in Munich. So that was always really fun. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what I've started to get. All right, so if you're European or German or anything like that, this is probably gonna sound really stupid. But if you're American or from the US, you're probably like, wow, why is she doing that? So I've actually started purchasing reusable bags. In Germany, when you go to like Globus and Aldi, they don't provide you with bags. You have to bring your own bags. So because it's not something that we really do here in Florida, we get plastic grocery bags and then we reuse them as doggy bags because we have 2 Australian Shepherds. So yeah, so we don't use reusable totes when we go grocery shopping here. And I know that sounds awful, but yeah, so we have started purchasing them, and I wanted to show you guys my favorite one so far. So we've gotten a few from IKEA in Tampa. I got one from my daughter's gymnastics place, and that one's like insulated. And then I've also gotten them from Publix, which is a local grocery store in the South. But this is one I got from Trader Joe's, and I'm really gonna miss Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's. It's definitely a super unique, tiny grocery store that we have in certain areas of the United States. So we didn't have one near where we were stationed at in Georgia. I also didn't have one in Hawaii when I lived there, but I just had to get this bag. I think it was $3. So we love pickles. And this is a Trader Joe's store presents pickle in a jar. They're kind of being like smart, like smarty pants. because obviously everybody knows pickles are in a jar. But it's so cute. It's a pickle bag, and it's just like a canvas tote, but it's this fun bright green color. And yeah, we just like pickles, so I was like, well, we have to get it. So that's why we got that one, and it's just my favorite. But we're gonna keep getting a lot more, and I know that sounds kind of silly too, because like, oh yeah, you don't need a lot. But I do have 3 kids, and I have 2 dogs, and everybody eats so much. Like, kids are just such snackers, so I feel like we're always having to go to the grocery store. So I want to make sure that like both of our cars are stocked with these reusable bags, so we're never caught unaware. Another thing that I've done, which again is probably really early in advance, but I've started to get our passport stuff taken care of. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're military, or at least when I lived there before, we had to have a official passport, and then we had to have our tourist passport. I think you can use your official passport as your tourist passport. I'm not really sure. My mom just went ahead and got that for us, but right now I just have a tourist passport. And Ivy doesn't have a passport, our middle child, who is 3, and Milo doesn't have a passport at all either, he's 1. He's almost 18 months old. But Penelope has one from last time we went to visit Zach's parents in Germany. And she was a baby. It's the cutest picture. She's 9 months old. And it's just her little baby face. And I think that one just expired, which is crazy because she hasn't looked like that, like baby in years, obviously, because she is 7. But this is kind of like symbolic of it. But yeah, we're starting to get our passport stuff. So Zach has gotten his passport picture because he needs like special passports for him moving ahead of us. But yeah, so I got my picture too. Zach got his pictures taken. So I haven't worked up the courage to take the kids yet, but I want to do it before Zach leaves, because trying to get small children to sit still, even for a good picture, so it doesn't look ridiculous every time we go through passport check or cross the border. Yeah, that's gonna be an adventure. So I haven't gotten the guts to do that yet, but I'm gonna do it. I already have a little passport booklet, but I want to get one for the kids too. That way I don't have to like flip through them to see whose is whose. So I want to be able to just, since I've got 3 of them, I want to be able to make sure I can like easily identify them and see, you know, that everybody has their passports, everybody's ready to go, stuff like that. So yeah, again, that might seem super early out because we're over a year, but also because of COVID, it takes forever to get official things like passports right now. So I might as well go ahead and start that. Another thing I'm doing and have purchased really early, or probably not really early, everybody probably has one of these except for me, but I get super scatterbrained, and I also am very forgetful. I think it has something to do with my anxiety, because I've always been this way. I just don't have a great memory. So I need to write things down, and whenever I put them in my phone, I always, like, I never check it, so it has to be written down and in front of me for me to see it. That way I remember. But I've gotten a planner. Penelope decorated it with a sticker. This is one from the Happy Planner, and it's an 18-month planner. It's big. The cool thing about it is you can actually take out the pages and put new ones in. So I got social media pages to add to it. So I remember, like, it tells me not when, but it has like a little form that you fill out and pop in for your week that says like when you need to post and what you're gonna post, so you plan it all out ahead of time. And I thought that was brilliant. But this one I love. It's a travel one, so this one says like leave a trail of magic wherever you go. And then it's got, before every month, monthly goals, notes, important dates to remember, little quotes that say like adventures are the best way to learn, which I completely agree with. And then it's got all the tabs for every month. So I've started writing everything down. It's really important for me to stay organized, again, especially when Zach leaves, because he's normally like the person that remembers things for me. Is like, hey, we need to do this today. And I'm like, oh, that's right. That's been planned a while. But yeah, the last thing that I'm gonna tell you, so I told you that I was starting to get warm clothes for us because, again, we live in Florida, so we don't own winter jackets. It doesn't get below like 50 degrees here. And we've been here for 3 years. Even in Georgia, they get a mild winter, but not like a cold winter. So right now, I just checked the weather in Ramstein, and it's like a high of 42. The high today was 83, and it's November. So we're not gonna be prepared for any of that, and we're moving in January. So I expect to be freezing cold. So yeah, I have started prepping and getting kids' clothes, and I guess a jacket or two for me and Zach as well, because I don't want to get off the plane and just look like a tourist that wasn't expecting cold weather. So I've gotten the kids a few puffy jackets. What were they? Like Eddie Bauer. I think we got them at Costco because they were only $20 each. It was a pretty good deal. They're just basic. I already have them packed away in my closet over there. So I'm not gonna go get them out. But I think we got Ivy a purple one, we got Penelope a blue one, and I don't really remember Milo's. He might have gotten, oh no, he didn't get one, that's right, because they didn't have his size. But we went ahead and got the girls' puffy jackets, and then I wanted to show you guys my first winter jacket purchase. So I got this from Hollister, and Zach and I actually used to work at Hollister, and you can tell I like this color because it's like a maroon, and I prefer kind of neutral colors that I can wear with like any boot. So I can wear, you know, obviously maroon with brown boots, black boots, blue boots, any color. But this is the color I got on the jacket. It's all weather on the outside, I believe, and it's got recycled fill, which is always good. Thermal tested, and it's not the warmest it says, but it's warmer. I don't really know how much, you know, to take to that. But it says it's wind and water resistant, cozy lining, cozy lined pockets, interior pocket, removable faux fur trim, and it's machine washable. So yeah, it's really cute. It's kind of long and it cinches at the waist, so it's kind of like a parka, but I love it. This is definitely one that I'm gonna have like packed in my carry-on, probably my carry-on, just in case they lose our suitcases or something, which wouldn't be the first time that's happened to me, so don't try to make me feel weird about that because it has happened. But yeah, that's everything I've done so far. Let me know what else you think I need to go ahead and get done or get prepped. My next thing is gonna be to talk to the vet on base about getting the dogs brought with us to Germany. There's a lot of forms that we have to do, tests that have to be done like a certain number of days out. But yeah, let me know what else you think. I don't know. Do you think I'm being like silly, like over prepared? Can never be over prepared, let's be honest. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I am gonna go make some lunch for the babies, let the dogs out, clean, all that normal stuff. Please subscribe, watch my other vlogs, that way you can get to know me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.